Today is March 18th, and I have to go to the University of Adam Mickiewicz. So there's some very good news that I got a couple weeks ago that my proposal for a 5-year grant was accepted. But there's all kinds of complicated stuff to actually accept it. So even though we're having this pandemic, I do actually need to go to campus to do some stuff that involves accepting it. Now, this is a university of something like 30,000 students, and I'll show you guys around what the campus looks like now. But it definitely doesn't look like, the buildings are here and everything, but classes are canceled. I think a lot of people a lot of students aren't even in Poznań anymore. They may have gone back to their hometowns, or maybe they're in Poznań with their parents. I think maybe some, especially the international students, might still be living in the dorms. So we'll get to see the Department of Mathematics and Computer Science. Usually there's going to be a lot more people in there, but maybe there'll be a secretary or two at most, probably. So this is the Morasko campus of the University of Adam Mickiewicz. So there's some old buildings and more the center of the city. I showed those earlier. And there's this big plot of land. So we have all kinds of departments here. We have political science and journalism. Math department is up ahead there, and I think that's I think it's biology, and then maybe physics more that way. But anyways, it's really kind of it's north of the city. It's really kind of far away, but we have a line that goes here pretty quickly. I see a lot of families, or not. I don't want to say a lot, but like a couple families walking around. So there's some guy, I think, with his son or daughter on a scooter. Or there's probably a couple old married couples. I think, one of them's a married couple. I don't know the other one. Someone's pushing a wheelbarrow. But generally, I don't think there are really any students walking around here right now. So we're gonna get up to the math department pretty soon. Looks like they're filming something a little more official. I don't want to ruin their shot or photobomb it in some sort of way, but maybe something involving the school's closing for the news, or they have much more fancy equipment than I have, so we won't bother them. So we're going to be going to the faculty entrance now. This is one big difference between, say, universities in this area and universities in the United States, that there's kind of one entrance for everybody in the United States, and here we have kind of a general entrance that's on the other side of the building, and here you have a faculty entrance that's over there. And rather than keeping your key to your office, you have to record when you're coming and when you're taking it. And I don't know that they really even do anything with that information, but they just have like a huge book that records, when you're coming and going and all that. So it's this B entrance over here. And I think I don't need, or maybe we don't even enter here. Yeah, we go, because probably of the virus, we want to go in the other entrance. Wydział Matematyki I Informatyki. So you can kind of guess what that means. It's similar enough to English. So this is the other side of the building. And they're this nice, there's all these nice trees and all that around. I think it depends if you like nature, prefer nature or city, if this is a nice thing. There's some people I know that say it's really wonderful. They get to go out here, take a walk, clear their mind. I think it can be kind of nice and peaceful up here. My preference may be because wasn't really around all these old medieval buildings when I was younger, would be to have one of these departments in one of these old towns. But I guess it's just really a matter of preference. So this is the main entrance to the building coming up. So it'll be real interesting for me to see who's actually here and who isn't. I think the library is closed now as well. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around, desert you. This was playing in the background right as I entered this empty math department. a complaint now because of copyright issues, but you can imagine kind of the creepiness of that this place is empty. Normally there's tons of students everywhere at this time, and just, Mr. Rick Astley, the man, is just, playing in the background. So I was going down here just to, meet the secretary, and I couldn't go to my office. The building was really pretty much locked down. It just kind of had to just be there for the purpose I wanted to be, and then, get out of it. You can imagine normally there's just, a lot of students here, and, there's nothing, it was strange. Well, it didn't work at all. So we had to do this electronic signature, and they're shutting down. And if I don't do this, maybe I don't get my grant. I'm not sure what's going on. No one really knows what to do. The whole system is kind of collapsing. So I'm going to cross my fingers and see what we can do. I wish I could just physically sign the documents, but that seems like that might not be an option. So I'm going to go walk around town somewhere else and see what I could find. But this really wasn't too encouraging. It looks like they're doing some sort of photo shoot up there. Maybe not the first thing I would think to do right now, but I guess it's empty enough that probably no one's going to bother you if you're, I don't know, making Instagram photos or whatever they're doing. A couple people on horses, not sure if they're policemen or not. I think this is one of the best ways to get around now, going on bike. Bike or walking, that's what it's all about now. And normally this is a station, a lot of students come here. It's a so-called fast tram in Poznań. And this is the last stop to get off at the university. So I decided to get a piece of video equipment for my setup. So I'm gonna get a wide angle lens. So everything back here, I think it would work better if I have a wide angle lens on my front camera. So the place I'm going to, it's Cyfrowa in Poznań. They've generally been very nice to me and helped me try things. And they offered to mail it to my apartment, but I'm gonna go there and just try it, because I'm quite an amateur with all this video stuff. So I'm gonna see what happens if I can get it to work. So they'll help me with trying to set it up and seeing if it works with the setup with my gimbal and all this. We're kind of sort of north of the city, not too far. And I hope they're still open, because they might have special hours. It looks like they're still here, so we're gonna go inside. So I just got the wide angle lens for the front, so this is the difference. I think I can see some more on the side and we get more of a good scenery, especially if you can do like this. There's really a lot. So I think I'm gonna use this for a while from now on when I have the front camera. So this will be a nice little addition to play with. Here in Carrefour, we have all the cash registers are protected by these shields. So in case someone sneezes, one of these will protect the person working the cash register. So right now we're close to another part where the university is. This is more in the center of town. And this is where I have my Polish class. They also have a lot of medical students there as well. And it's nice. It's usually full of students. The building is really nice, but I think there's no chance we're going to be able to get in. So we're going to head that way and we're going to see what we can find. So that's normally a fountain over there. It looks like there's some people skating. I don't know if you can see too well in the distance what's going on. It's really a very nice day. People aren't wearing jackets. But you have all kinds of cars and trams and things, but then the streets are empty. And yeah, it was pointed out to me earlier that that's really just kind of feels like a strange thing when there's, it's really, really very nice, but just there's no people, but cars, lots and lots of cars. But I guess it depends where, because it seems pretty inconsistent. Some places there are a lot of people, I guess, and that's the building up there where I have my classes. So we'll check that out. We'll see if it's a nice old building on the inside. So we'll see if we can get into that, but I think it's probably pretty unlikely that we're going to be able to. So let's see if we can get inside here and see what the building's like. Yeah, we still have to be careful crossing the street because there's still a lot of trams here, even if there aren't that many people. I'm not going to sit on the bench with him now. He might have coronavirus. Let's see what's here. Is this openable? Surprisingly, yes, actually. Well, I'll just show a little bit of this building and then we'll go. Like I said, usually there's a lot of people here. I'm worried that they might kind of see me here and kick me out. There's often some sort of a display here. So this is kind of what I wish more that the math department looked like if we had a nice building like this. I mean, it's nice and new what we have, but just, I don't know, the style of this I really like a lot more. So we're not going to tempt fate too much and we're going to head out. So it turns out I'm going to actually need to go back to the mathematics and computer science department on Monday probably to deal with some more stuff. So it's probably the same. It was kind of difficult to get inside when I went there, but I hope everyone liked the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And, if you have anything else you want to see, just feel free to leave a comment and maybe I can check it out, or even just a little bit outside of Poznań.